If you are skinny fat, your workouts are going to drive your fat loss. They are going to drive your results. So you need to make sure you have those sorted. Yes, you still need to be eating the right amount of food, eating enough protein, but if you are not working out right and still doing everything right with your nutrition, you're not going to get anywhere. So this video, I wanted to explain the best workouts for skinny fat girls. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie and I help you change your beliefs so you can change your body, your health, and your life. This video is specifically for you if you're a skinny fat female, and what I mean by skinny fat, I don't like to use this term, but it is a term people resonate with and understand. So if you get offended by the label, then that is on you. At the end of the day, it is just a label. It doesn't define who you are as a person or say you're good or bad or anything like that. It's just a label to help me reach the right people that need to hear this information. Anyway, so how I would define skinny fat. If you are at a healthy weight for your height or around a healthy weight, right? You don't really need to lose weight, but you do need to lose body fat. Then this video applies to you. If you are a skinny fat female and you want to lose your belly fat, I think the most important thing for you to understand is you need to make a massive mindset shift around your training. And that starts with choosing weights over cardio. The best workouts for skinny fat girls are weight training workouts, not cardio. Yes, in your head, you might think that cardio is necessary for fat loss. It is not. It will be driven by your nutrition. But what you have to understand is if you are skinny fat, your real problem is not that you have too much body fat. Well, it is, but it's more so your muscle mass to fat ratio is skewed and you don't have enough muscle mass. You need to focus on building muscle through weight training. You actually don't need to do any cardio at all. And I know a lot of you say, oh, but I really enjoy cardio, so can I do some anyway? That is fine. I have no problems with that, but just know that it's not actually going to help drive those results that you're looking for. The weight training is, so you need to prioritize weight training if change in your body is what you really want. And that's a lot easier said than done, right? Because no one wants to do things that are hard. We all want to do things that we enjoy. But at the end of the day, if you're working out to transform your body, there is a difference between doing what you like to do and doing what you actually need to do. In many cases, doing what you like to do, doing what feels easy now isn't going to get you there. But what I have found is if you get into weight training, if you're doing it properly, eventually, once you really understand how to do it and get over those fears around doing it because it's new and it's hard or you don't know how to do it, you can actually start to enjoy a new style of working out. And what I love about weight training is that it can feel really empowering when you learn how to do it properly. That brings me to my next point on the best workout for skinny fat girls. You need to train to get strong. It's not only going to help you feel really empowered, it's going to help you get those results that you want. If you just spent a year really focusing on getting as strong as possible in the gym, you will transform your body. Given you're eating enough food to fuel those workouts and given you're eating enough protein as well. Now this means instead of doing HIIT style weight training or just going to the gym to lift weights, you need to be focusing on those compound exercises because they are going to allow you to get stronger. Too often I see girls in the gym doing calf raises, doing rear delt flies, doing bicep curls, and that's the bulk of their workout. They are all isolation exercises and you're going to be very limited in how strong you can get in those exercises. So really, if you're doing those, you're wasting your time. You're much better off doing all those hard exercises, right? Squats, deadlifts, rows, chin-ups, push-ups, bench, overhead press. They are all compound exercises, meaning they work more than one muscle group, and those are the ones you're going to actually be able to get stronger in pretty quickly, especially if you are a beginner. That is given you're doing them correctly with good form and tempo. and following a structured training program. Now, this brings me to my next point. You need to be following a structured weight training program, not just winging it, not just doing what you feel like doing or what you like to do. You need a structured program, so invest in one. When I say that, it's not me trying to be mean or difficult or to sell programs, because I don't sell programs, I sell coaching. They're very different things. If you don't have a structured program, you are only holding yourself back and following along YouTube workouts or trying to put together YouTube workouts to create your own workout plan. You're going to be missing out on so much and effectively slowing down your progress. Yes, you might see some minor changes, but it's not going to be enough to get you to where you really want to go. There's actually so much that goes into a program. I could put up a workout program now, right? Just say using one of my favorite methods, which is 5x5. But unless you're in the right starting point as well to go into a 5x5 program, then it's not really going to be right for you and you're not going to get as much as you could out of it. And then it's like, what are you going to do after? Because you can't just keep doing that. You will plateau. You need to then build on that program as well. There's just so much that goes into it. I put up workouts on here, right? And you all went and followed it. I would say maybe 10% of you would actually make progress in that program, because in most cases you're not training properly. Like, you don't know what you don't know, and there's just so much to learn at the start. And I don't say that to put you off at all. I'm just saying it so you set yourself up with realistic expectations in terms of how long it's going to take. It's going to take longer than you want, 100% always, no matter what you know. But especially if you are skinny fat and at the start of your journey, there is so much you don't know. And I wish someone had have told me that when I was skinny fat and had no idea what I was doing, because then I would have known to just reach out for help sooner and kind of save myself years of trying to figure it out on my own and getting nowhere. Now, when it comes to the best workouts as well, they are going to have rest periods in there. You are going to be resting for, in some cases, a minute between sets. In some cases, it might be 5 minutes between sets or 3 to 5 minutes. It just depends on your program. But when you start doing proper strength training, you need to be resting for long enough between your sets to recover, to go back into the next one and perform your best. I remember when I used to go to the gym and I was not following a program, doing everything I tell you not to do. I would do like 10 exercises in half an hour, and I just couldn't understand how people would spend or like have enough to do in an hour at the gym. Like, what are you actually doing with your time? And it's because I wasn't resting. I would rest for a little bit, but I wasn't resting. I didn't have a program that I was following that told me how long I needed to be resting. So again, it comes back to that mentality of training to get strong, not training to get your heart rate up or to get sweaty. You are training to get stronger, and everything else, if that's all you focus on and that's what you achieve in the next year, as I said, you will transform your body. Now, the last point that I want to make in terms of the best workouts for skinny fat girls, something I wish I had have known, there is a big difference between intensity and intensity. So the intensity you probably think of when I say that is like high intensity interval training, HIIT training, getting your heart rate up, feeling like you've almost had a cardio session, right? There's a difference between that and intensity in terms of weight training. That comes down to the load you're using, and it comes down to pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, right? There's a difference. I was talking about this with a client the other day. She recognized, she's like, oh my God, I can really see like there's such a mental aspect to pushing yourself in your workout. So it's one thing to actually like push yourself to get to the gym, but it's another when you're in there, you don't want to just go through the motions. You need to be making sure every single rep you do actually counts. And to do that, you need to be making sure you are using a weight that is appropriate. And it's really hard to explain until you actually feel it for yourself, what it feels like to get to that point where you don't think you could do another one. But there is 10 reps in your program, so you have to get 2 more out, and you push yourself to get those 2 more out, and you still think you could maybe get 1 more, but you stop there because you know that's all you need to do and that's enough to get you those results that you want. Like, there's just so much to learn when it comes to this stuff. So if you are struggling or confused, just know that like the skinny fat situation, it's not an easy place to be. It's not like weight loss where you can simply start moving more and eat a little less and get a result. But it's also very rewarding when you do start to make progress and when you do start to have those realizations in the gym of, wow, this feels different. This is how I should have been training. And if I managed to figure it out, you definitely can as well. That is all for this video. I hope it helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. I put that in the description box. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you liked it, please like it, and I will see you in the next video.